Morning YouTube. So after a recent live feed, there was some new people new to development, new to mediumship, and they raised the question, how do I get to the spirit world? So in this video, we'll be covering that. We have to break down how our development is going. Where are we? Are we very new? Are we intermediate? Are we advanced? And in that process, we will have different ways, different routes to get ourselves to the spirit world. And so I'm going to try and break this down in a very short video um, on the rituals that we implement and where we need to get rid of them to do our work as a medium. So if we're very new, we'll end up going to classes, something like a church circle or a home circle, or just a gathering of friends where we share the same interest and we want to get there. And then we jump on YouTube and we have a look at some of these channels and we see some of the things that they're trying to implement, some of the rituals that we have to use to get there. And for me, they're just a little bit far-fetched, or they're just a little bit out of reach for you to actually achieve. So there'll be things like focus on the breath, make sure that your breath is in the right place. And then we learn to meditate, and then we learn what energy is, and months down the line, we're still not at the spirit world. The idea of this video is that we remove the ritual where you can remove it to give you a quicker route, a bypass straight to the spirit world. What we'll find is that once we get there, we start to get excited when we're very new to it. I can't wait for Wednesday night until I go to circle. Can't wait to go on my course. I can't wait for my residential. Can't wait for the workshop. Whatever it'll be, we get like a sense of excitement. We're scared. We're nervous. But we really deep down, we can't wait to be there again. We can't wait to get there again. And so what we've got to do is understand that our mind is already working, it's already going there. So if you're very new, we need to recognize the markers of what it feels like when I've got my breath circulating correctly. So I breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And once we've got this rhythm after 5-10 minutes or so, we realise that we're not aware of the outside life. We're not aware of our worries or what we got to do next. We're focused, where our mind is in gear, our mind is in the right place to work. So then I ask you, now move your mind to the spirit world, and you will be aware of a man or a woman or a boy or a girl, whatever it will be. And immediately that image starts to formulate, or the sensory starts to formulate. I may feel it, I may hear it, whatever it'll be, whatever your strong one is, it will automatically go there. And then you're aware of what's going on, you're aware of someone being there. Now you have to understand that we don't need to go through the process. All we've done is we've slowed down our thought process, our cares, our worries. And in that process, we've become hypersensitive. We're more aware. And because we're more aware, mediumship is very subtle, we seem to find it much more freely because we've meditated, or we've circulated the breath, or we sit there in silence for the first 20 minutes. However, you can just eliminate it and move the mind, and now I'm aware of. Because I've learned my markers, I've learned what it felt like, I've learned where my mind needs to be. And in that process, now it may happen overnight for you, which will be absolutely amazing. Equally, it may take a couple of weeks or a couple of months to get used to this idea. But the moment I stand up, the moment I go to work, my mind is already shifting. So I know I've got to be at the spirit world when I touch the platform. And as I step to the platform, my mind is already there. But this is years and years of, here we go, my mind's going there, my mind's going there, and then my mind is there because I've learnt to slow the breath and shift the mind into the right gear. So the person that asked me, I think his name was Lee, was how do I know? How do I know I'm there? Is that you have to go through this like ritual almost to learn what it feels like to slow everything down. We're trying to highlight a subtlety that is very, very subtle, then express it without huge pauses, without tripping over our own words. This is something that takes practice. And too many channels, too many people are kind of like, it will be like this, now just do this, now just do that. This isn't a format, this isn't the way to do it, this is a way to do it. If you're someone that needs 30 minutes before a demonstration, 30 minutes before a practice reading, 30 minutes before your class, then you are someone that has introduced that ritual into your mind, and it takes you 30 minutes to slow everything down for you to be aware. Then take your 30 minutes. But what I'm trying to suggest to you is that if you can do it in 30 minutes, then shut that time down to 20 minutes. Then after so long, shut that time down to 10 minutes. And then down to 5, and then down to instantly. Here I am now in the spirit world. It will be what you want it to be. If you are someone that very much needs visuals, and you need a guide there, and you need people or that feeling to be around you, that you're in a park or you're on a bench or you're in a special room that Spirit World have created for you, then that's absolutely fine. Equally, it can happen in a breath. Here I am, I'm in the spirit world, and that person is stepping forward. They want to communicate. So understand who you are, understand why you need it, understand what gives you confidence, what allows you to speak at that point, and in that process you can start to trim away the minutes that you are taking in preparation for your circle, for your readings, for your demonstrations. And I promise you, in a very, very short space of time, you will notice a very quick shift. Ultimately, you're looking for the, I'm not working, I step forward, now I'm working. That's where you're trying to get to. That's what you're trying to achieve. The magic is still there. All the feelings are still there. You just do it immediately. So I hope this has helped you in some way, for the viewers that were asking the questions. And those that are advanced, if you're still here, well done. Maybe you can take something from it in your own mediumship. Speed up your own process. Like the video if you liked it. Please share it. Comment with your way, or the way that you attune yourself to the spirit world, and I'll see you all in the next video.